Okay, today I'm going to teach you about neurons and synapses and why this is important for you to know as a teacher. Understanding this is going to help you stop pigeonholing some people that you teach. It's going to make you think twice about maybe maths is for boys and English is for girls. So let's just dive right in. Just like your body, your brain is made up of millions of cells. And the cells in the brain are called neurons. Whenever you think about something, a little signal is sent from one of your neurons to another neuron along pathways called synapses. Let's have a look. My kids and I have made this Lego set explaining Neuro 1, and you can see it on the screen now, and you can see Neuron 2 just there. And oh, look at this. The synapse is covered in Lego. It's not that easy for a message to be sent between the neurons. And we can see these little Lego men, they're going to be like the messengers going from neuron to neuron. So you can see this first journey. The Lego people are having to traverse and make a very difficult track across the Lego. But as you can see on this second journey, the Lego people are having a lot less difficulty doing so. And this is like thoughts in our mind. The very first time we try to understand a concept, or the very first time we try and do something, we have difficulty understanding it or performing the task. And it's because we don't think about it very often. But as we think more about it, the pathway becomes stronger in our brain, or in this case, using the Lego as an example, the pathway becomes clearer. So the messages can travel quicker, allowing you to think better about the subject. As Dr. Jared Cooney-Horvath has said, we don't just have one brain. We've got many brains. We've got different brains in our brain that operate different things in different aspects of our body. So there might be a little section for us to do with speech, and that section of the brain handles all of the conversation that we have. There may be another section for sport, running, jumping, kicking, and that may be made up of minor components as well. But the more we use a section of the brain, the more these little neurons send messages to each other, the better the pathway gets, allowing that information to flow freely and quickly. All the way right up until a mini brain has been created for that special activity. You can see it here, and it sits between the neurons, and it is a superconductor for that activity. So he puts it like this: some people are just really super skilled at a subject area, and for many years in the West, we have thought that boys are good at maths. Boys are naturally angled and geared towards maths. Well, studies suggest that in China, the same thing is thought, but not about boys, about girls. And the data has it. In all of their national testing, girls come out stronger in the field of mathematics. What? And I think this gives us a new looking glass to see the world of education with. If somebody doesn't appear to be a naturally gifted learner in a subject area, doesn't mean that they won't always be that way. Those kids that are just gifted in a subject area, they've probably been encouraged a lot by their parents, encouraged a lot by their environment, and that's given them positive feedback. All this positive feedback and remarks has encouraged them to think more intensely about that subject area. And as you know, each time those neurons fire, the pathway becomes better. Now, Dr. Horvath goes on to say that if you continue thinking about a specific field and practice in a certain field, guess what? You don't just have an area of your brain, you've got a whole component of your brain that becomes dedicated, like a super center of thinking and activity in the brain. So those people that are ultimately gifted in a particular area, they've obviously practiced again and again until that area of their brain has become quite powerful. Now, before I go on, let me tell you that there are some people with specific learning difficulties. And I'm not saying that those difficulties are going to go away just by thinking about something. That's not what I'm talking about. But through application and dedication, you can improve your ability in a certain area. The neurons and the synapses have it. That's how your brain works, and that's how you can become better in your chosen field. I'm Josh. Thanks for tuning in to Education 2020. We'll catch you next time.